Guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Ninja Kamui. We are now on the hopefully season finale, which is episode 13. So it has been quite the little journey that we've been on to get to this point. I really like this anime from beginning to end. They really started out of the gate swinging and really didn't slow down for 13 episodes, which is crazy considering it's the first season. And we've just been watching this character go through the motions of trying to get to who he believes is responsible for taking his entire world away. But he's learned a few things along the way, mostly about how amazing his wife is, how she touched so many lives and affected so many people. And now, as we're getting to the end here, we're at a culmination point because in the last episode, we see that Aoza and Yamaji are now at odds. They're no longer working together, which is actually possibly a good thing for our lead character, because taking them both on with Machine and Ninja was going to be a lot, even though Higan is amazing. And anyways, Aoza is now under scrutiny globally because thankfully we saw that Jason hacked the files that were left behind by Emma, put them out on the web everywhere, and now everyone's looking at him. And we see that all the people who invested in the shady people that were involved with him are all trying to pin this on him. So he is now activating a backup protocol he put into place a while ago, where he basically said, I'm going to detonate nuclear reactors around the globe if you guys don't get off my back, basically. So, and then we see on the other side, Yamaji has deployed his own army of these ninja robots that he's been producing underneath of Aoza's nose this entire time. That's where Yamaji and Aoza are at. And then last episode, we had Higan discovered that the old man that's been helping him since he escaped from the ninjas years ago with Mari was actually the former leader of his, of his order. And that he, well, supposed to have died, but apparently his secret art allowed him to bring himself back. But the cost was that he lost all of his ninja abilities as far as fighting, etc. He's backing Higan. And now Higan has this information and he has the full picture of kind of where things went sideways as far as the leadership at the ninja organization and kind of where things go now. So yeah, with this last episode, I honestly have no idea where we're going to go from here, because as I mentioned in the last one episode doesn't feel like enough to wrap this up, but I do think we're definitely going to be having a Yamaji versus Higan, and I'm very interested to see what Yamaji is like when he's actually fighting for real, but I'm excited, so let's do that. Just before I do though, a reminder that if you'd like to be in the know for when I do drops of different episodes, I know that this is going to be done for now, but I do react to all sorts of other things, a lot of other animes. If you'd like to join me, keep on this journey, please do join the fam, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and please do show some love if you're feeling it. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the final episode right now. I love that they're both nursing the same wounds. Oh, that's optimistic. That's exactly what's happening. Yes. Yes. Okay, sure, bro. Yeah, this is a hostile takeover. Exactly, and there's no way that your hostile takeover is ever going to be enough to fix it. Sure it will. Yeah, you, so there's still a power okay. Due time, that doesn't sound like you have control over it at all. One last problem, huh? You sure? Check underground. No, you're sending them to their deaths, I'm pretty sure. Please don't hurt the pigs. They didn't do nothing. I hope it kicks you. You're not leaving, bruh. Okay, Mike. Okay, Mike. He said, I've been through too much. That little bit. You better start running, bruh. The way he runs. I can't. This is hilarious because Mike's not in any better shape. Mike, you have a gun, Mike. Shoot him in the ankle. What are you doing? This is hilarious. Yeah. You're not that original, Joseph. I know you think you are, but you're not. You should have shot him already. You don't have control anymore. Hi. They were. Emma would be proud. Go get him! Thank you. Now slap him. He will never see prison. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Why are you letting him talk? He needed this. Don't stop, Mike. Keep going. Tell me how well your brain's gonna work with a hole in it. He didn't kill him. He should have, though. Ooh. All right, let's see whose ideology is stronger. They weren't planning on it. Yeah, he's like, we were actually going public. So a dictatorship. Okay. Right? That's a cool shot. But that is a big ass sword. I don't understand where Higan got this suit, though. I'm confused. Oh, come on, Higan. I mean, I know you're a little tired because you just had to fight Zai, but come on. This camera work, baby. The agility, I gotta say. Whatever Higan does not have in technique, he makes up for in agility. Oh my gosh, whoa, whoa, close your legs. I mean, I don't think you really want to have more kids yet, but... Oh! What was the pause for? That was funny. Damn. Oh, you little bit. Zai again? I'm sorry, I overestimated you. Alright. Mari really should have just let Higan take you out years ago. Yes, now you know. Part of it. Yeah, okay. God's will, you arrogant ass! Oh, okay. This is peaceful, actually. Really? We're just hanging out inside of his head? It sounds like your old master tried to tell you, warn you about this, bro. Snap out of it. Come on. Oh, not ghost wife. Not ghost kid. Wow. Get it together, Higan. Don't throw up. I need you to stay focused. Come on. I knew it. Here comes the blame. It's your fault. The inner guilt. You happy, Zai? Does that make you feel like a man? Guys always talk so damn much. You getting it finally? Okay, Sai. Thank you. Is that taint? Because it kicked your ass. Yeah, get it together, Higan. It's gonna cost him his life. Oh, no. Okay, now y'all both literally in hell. Come on now. Let's work together, please. Now that we've been so stubborn. I reject you, you psychotic loser. I don't know, letting people figure it out for themselves without a dictatorial asshole. Sorry, Zai, but, you know, you should have acted sooner. Whoa! Damn, that suit is super powered. You should not have let him charge. I mean, I will give him this. Yamaji does have conviction, even though it's rooted in absolute psychosis. And that's where our boy Higan is really not seeing at the moment. He needs to be convicted. Oh, okay, that's probably not good. Having a nice nap there, Higan? Well, is Mari coming from the afterlife to say, boy, if you don't get your ass up right now? Although I don't blame him. I would just want to curl up probably in my loved one's lap after all this. Still alive. You really think she'd want you to join her and her son in the afterlife after everything? She wants to be avenged, sir. When the theme music comes in, you know it's about to get lit. Did he just transform the suit? Did he just nanobot the suit? Should they? I guess he's a little deaf rat. Clap his ass! That's right. Pull out his spine. He's like an annoying little animal just jumping on you, climbing on you. You seem like you're slowing down, Yamaji. That's right. Always bet on black, baby. Woo! He got his pissed. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's a black rush. Exactly. The devil meets the devil. All the people that had to die to get here. That's right. Damn, that's no one nearby, right? Whew, okay. And now all the reactors have shut down. Perfect form. Anything more to say, Yamaji? Now go and just stab him a few more times. Be like Sai as a kid, just ah! Huh? Maybe. We'll just hunt them down too. That mask we haven't seen before. You're letting him die slowly? Oh, so that's where your disillusionment came from? That's got nothing to do with me. Rest now. You will not be missed. He's not wrong, though. He will be out of jail in no time. Did he soil himself? I hope so. That would be annoying. I knew he did it. I knew he did. Yeah, it's all game until it's real, huh? We don't need to know. We need to ask. Let's just be grateful. How about that? He is that guy. He is him. Hey, Sai. You want to talk about it, bro? Oh my god, really? You're so dramatic. Stop. Sai! And now you have no arm. Because you should have joined the right side in the first place. And besides, you know all you want is a friend. You've got one now. Exactly. Precisely. Get your ass up, he said. Yes, you meathead. And he still wants to be your friend, too. He said no more masks. As long as you're looking for them, there will be a new path. That's it. That's it. That's it. Looks like it. Nothing else. Okay, guys. Well, that is it for now. I think they definitely left it open for more seasons. As Higan said, there are still other ninjas, just like Yamaji said, that believed in his cause, and that probably, I wouldn't be surprised that someone at Yamaji's level would not have had maybe a backup plan should he fall, even though he was very arrogant and probably thought he was never going to. I just think it would not be smart for him not to think, well, just in case. So we'll have to see, but they also gave it enough closure. I think that if they don't get renewed, which would be, I think, a shame, then I feel like we got a complete enough story anyways with this arc as far as Higan was concerned. But yeah, this episode, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about. We just had our final battle, which was great. I'm going to be honest, in my opinion, I think the battle between Higan and Zai was a little bit better as far as like just the choreography and the camera work, but these were still pretty epic battles, and I kind of like that Higan finally got the satisfaction that he needed, that revenge, you know, everything that he'd gone through. And I really like that they showed as he was having that battle, the faces of his family, the faces of Emma, of Mike, like all these people who have worked together, whether he could have anticipated it or wanted it or not, they all facilitated him getting to this point, even though he wasn't looking for their help. So yeah, I like that, you know, once he realized that, he was like, nah, I can't go out like this. And despite like Yamaji's secret art was pretty crazy. The fact that it really was, I mean, I thought the hand thing was it, but really, as he said, it was, it looks like the master told Higan that Yamaji's secret art had to do with the mind, but I guess he didn't give him details, or maybe he didn't realize how encompassing it was. But I think that I'm glad that we got to see that, because I feel like there was no other way to kind of allow us to see the last vestiges of what Higan was going through in his grieving process. Like, we've seen a bit of it since the beginning, but I feel like so much of that was crushed under all of the immediacy of him looking for people to take out, and of course Auza and the ninjas trying to take him out. So this episode, we actually got to get more into, you know, things I think we could have already inferred, as I mentioned before, like the guilt, right? He definitely feels guilty. That's really what was twisting his stomach every time in the first couple of episodes when he'd think of his family, outside of the grotesqueness of seeing his family literally slaughtered, the guilt, right? He worked so hard, he tried so hard to get to them, to save them, and he couldn't. He didn't get there in time. And so that guilt literally made him sick. And now we saw that Yamaji was able to just find all of those pressure points and poke at them. And I knew it as soon as they showed the talking bodies of his wife and son. I was like, oh, someone's gonna say it was his fault, or they're gonna ask him why he didn't save them. And that's really what's been holding him in his grief, is the beating himself up. And this happens to so many people. Like, that's literally the definition of survivor's guilt, right? Anyone who's ever been in a situation where they survived and other people didn't, they go through a lot of that of, you know, could I have done more? Should I have been the one who lived? You know, did I do enough? Like, all those things are natural emotions. And so for poor Higan, he'd been struggling with all of that on top of course, just generally grieving them. So yeah, I wasn't surprised that when when Yamaji used that to get to him, it was crippling. That was way more crippling than any blow physically he could have given him. And we see that, I like that Sai was brought into that, because Sai was able to see, I don't think Sai really understood how crazy and how, like, just how absolutely destroyed Higan was at losing Mari and Ren. And again, we know that Sai didn't really ever see them either. I think he knew about Mari, but he'd never seen Ren. He didn't know. It was like an idea, but seeing it in Higan's memory and seeing it so vividly, and I think then seeing just how much pain Higan was in, I think that was the turning point for Sai, because even though he's angry, and I said this in the episode where they had their battle, Sai, at the bottom of it all, he's just hurt and he's angry and he felt betrayed. And you don't feel those things for people you don't care about anymore. You still have to care about someone to feel those things. So, you know, as far as he's concerned, truly, Higan is always going to be a brother for Sai. It's the only family that he's really ever had, like his chosen family, which is always a lot more. I think that runs a lot deeper than blood is your chosen family. So anyway, yeah, when he saw that, I think that was Sai's turning point to realize that, nah, I'm not doing this for the right reasons. Like, I'm fighting him because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And we heard him say that he feels like the only path he can be on is a ninja, and he's scared that Higan taking out Yamaji somehow takes away his purpose in life, and those things are in no way correlated. But in a way, I understand why Zai would think that, since it was Yamaji who gave him this path to follow in the first place when he felt like he had nothing to live for. So I understand the connection, but thankfully, once he saw that this person that he cared about had been through so much pain, it just wasn't okay anymore. Like that love that still was underneath all that anger and betrayal came through, and he saved his life. And I really like that moment too that Higan had with Mari, where he was basically like, let me just stay in the afterlife, girl. I fought enough. I'm tired. And it is. I can imagine how tired he would be. People don't realize how much revenge and anger and hatred, it drains you. It can fuel you for a long time, but it also literally saps at your soul. It is so, what is it? There's a Bible verse that said like that bitterness and hatred, it's like rot in your bones. It's like, that's literally what it'll do to you over time. And that's, you saw Higan at that point where he's like, damn, I'm all the way here and I'm kind of tired. I think I'm done here. Let me just lay in your lap and pretend that things are going to be great. And I just love that Mari said, nah, fam, you are so full of vitality. Like, you still have so much life left to live. And that's not you. You overcome things. That is your superpower, is that you always push through and you always like find a reason or a way to keep going when it seems impossible. And obviously it sucks that he lost these people he loved so much. But as I said in the episode, I doubt Mari would have wanted Higan to give up after all that, for her and her son to have died basically in vain. So yeah, we see that he got his, between that and seeing that Sai was still willing to fight for him, even though he may not have understood why he wanted to fight for him, we saw that Higan finally tapped in, and he has a second ninja ability. Apparently they thought all the ninjas only get one hidden art or secret art, but Higan has two at least, and I have a feeling he could probably get multiple because he's that crazy powerful. And yeah, Yamaji realized a little too late that he was not going to be able to keep up with that. So anyway, bye Yamaji, not missed. I feel like he was, even though he was our big bad of the season, I definitely feel like it wasn't as impactful, I think, his death. And maybe it's because we didn't see very much of him outside of like one word conversations here and there. I definitely think the Higan versus himself and Higan versus Zai was a lot deeper. But for the sake of this series and this season, I think it was definitely enough. And yeah, he's gone. Thank God. At least that takes care of one issue. And then on the other side, we saw Mike. Mike managed to use those old-fashioned sleuthing skills and catch that little rat Joseph as he was trying to evade the country. And of course, Joseph is nothing without his robots and his tech, which he's been stripped of. And thankfully, Jason came through clutch. Listen, Emma was right picking him. But yes, came through clutch, jammed the signals of his satellites so he wouldn't be able to make good on the threats that he made. And yeah, once Mike realized that he was behind the death of Emma, he gave him a good walloping, which he'd been asking for a while now. And he did say some very valid things about how, yeah, he's like the knowledge he has, his genius, what he was able to do already, since the world knows what Alza was capable of. He's absolutely right. There will be people who will be willing to pull every string possible to get him out of jail or make a deal for him to work for them. But, and as I said, I don't know, maybe it would have been the right thing for Mike to take him out. Morally, no, but for the betterment of the world, does that knowledge need to be out there? But anyways, Mike's a good guy and he's a good cop at his core. And after what he went through with beating up his old colleague, he couldn't very well take out this man in cold blood, even if he wanted to. So we see that he just gave him a little reminder there of not to mess with him again. And he said, yeah, well, if you escape or get out of prison, I'm just going to find you and I'm just going to drag your ass back to prison again. Because for how genius you are, this old timer cop who can barely work tech somehow managed to track your ass down. Look at that. Sometimes kids experience over genius every single time. So yeah, both heads of this operation are now effectively out of the picture for now. But as we heard from Higan, there is still the wider ninja organization, many of which were already poisoned by the ideas that Yamaji was preaching. But also some of them might have their own ideas as well. So as they say, you take out a head like Yamaji, there's definitely a power vacuum and somebody is looking to fill it. And we saw a new face, a new mask at the end of the episode. No idea who that is, but my guess is he wasn't shown by accident and that he's probably going to be a problem. So definitely fodder for season 2. As I said, we definitely have room to do more. But overall, I enjoyed it. I thought this was a good series. I love the animation. I love the idea behind the tech, bringing the old and the new with the ninja way, plus this new technology. And I like the characters we were given. And I would definitely be down to watching more if we do get a season 2. So I do hope that we get that at some point, because it's worth it. I think it'd definitely be worth it. So I enjoyed it overall, guys. What were your thoughts, feelings? Please let me know below what you're thinking. And if you think there's going to be a season 2, if you think there should be a season 2, please do let me know. Thank you so much for watching along with me. If this is all that you watched from me, then I'm hoping you can find something else in my catalog to watch so we can stay on this journey together. And if not, then I will see you in the next episode.